Oscar Bevis for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here today in London for a press conference with the undercard boys from the Queensbury stable on the Dubois Joyce undercard. Mr. Denzel Bentley. I was going to ask you who's getting knocked out this time, but you've just told me that you've been training this morning.
Yeah.
The Italian boys are down for the qualifiers, some of the Italian national lot. I mean, bit different sparring, I suppose, to sparring pros, but how was that this morning?
No, they're good, man. There's loads of them, so loads of boys are sparring. To be honest, I want to stay behind and watch the rest of it. But I had to come down here. But no, it was good. The guy I sparred was pretty good. I'm not sure of his name, but he's a southpaw. Comes forward in that fast hands. Got some good work in today, and now we're just here for the press conference.
Now I can ask you, who's getting knocked out?
Listen, I wish I knew. I wish I knew, man. I don't know yet. I don't know, man. But they're working on something. Whatever they throw at me, I'll take. You know me already. I'm not really here to just beat around the bush and be like, oh, what about this, what about that? So I leave it to my manager and promoters, do what they're doing. I'm just training, getting prepared for anything that comes at me, and when they do come, I'll be able to tell you who's getting knocked out.
Would you say it's a little bit frustrating at times? Obviously, you say you don't know who you're going to be fighting yet, so we don't know what sort of fight it's going to be. You had a big knockout win in a step-up at Royal Albert Hall, and then sort of the level came down for the one before Christmas. Is that sort of frustrating because you don't know who you could be going in with? It could end up being someone that we know your level's above, when ideally you want to keep stepping up. Yeah, literally,
that's the plan. So it does get annoying, but recently I've just kind of learnt to kind of throw in the back of my mind and just get on with what I'm doing, because how many times is it going to happen for me to just keep getting frustrated about it? But yeah, the last fight, like you said, Roy Albert Hall had a step up. Then I thought from there we're getting somewhere, but then we asked for a few fights. People turned it down, couldn't make certain fights, and it just got to a point where we just had to get someone because I was on the show. So and then that's what happened. We just got someone. It was what it was. And ended up stopping him, and now we've got enough time to try and get someone that's credible to, you know what I'm saying, to kind of test my level. So hopefully that's what we get this time round. And if not, it just is what it is. I'm still going to box. I'm still going to be in there and do what I need to do.
It'd be nice for the fans if we had a domestic name. Is that potential that could happen? Because obviously you could bring someone over who's perhaps as good from Europe, but for the fans, when they see a domestic name that they know, it sort of makes a fight obviously more tasty.
Yeah, no, 100%. When they see a domestic name or a name they know, they get more excited about it, and that's what I want. I'm dying for a domestic name. I don't think I've actually said anyone's name that's foreign or not from here, or said I want someone to come down from. If I have said someone's name, it's been domestic, like another Brit, and obviously we can't get that for whatever reason, and it does get frustrating and that. But at the same time, as long as I'm on the show, I'm all right. As long as I'm on the card, as long as I'm fighting, I'm all right. I'm happy.
And it is a big card, a massive card. I mean, just looking at the board now, I mean, you already got Dubois Joyce, Yard Arthur, which is a massive fight. Some big names, and Chris Jenkins, Johnny Galton, cracking fight. This is a massive opportunity also sort of to put yourself as a name out there, because Fight Week, I mean, this isn't Fight Week now, but Fight Week, the media's going to be crazy. So opportunity to sort of, even things like increase your social media followers, because things like that help with selling tickets in the future and sort of becoming the star that you want to be.
That's exactly, like you said, coming Fight Week and stuff, there's going to be loads of press around, and if I'm fighting another journeyman, no one's going to want to talk to me. No, but yeah, and that's what I'm saying. This is one of them cards that have a good opportunity to get yourself on that platform where you're boxing someone credible, and then because so many eyes are going to be on this card, on the show, when everyone's boxing. So many people are going to be watching it, and that's where you want to kind of step in and be like, you know what, yeah, I want this fight, get these fights, then you get to showcase yourself, and someone that weren't even looking at you might see you and be like, oh, right, hold on, this guy's good as well, I'm going to keep up with him, and that's what I want. Keep fighting these journeymen and doing what I'm expected to do. You don't really get no credit for that, do you? So everyone's talking about, big puncher, blah, 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 but I'm not buying into that for now until I get someone that's, well, I have with Kelsey Ball, but you know what I'm saying, until it's continuous, then that's when I'm going to start being like, okay, cool, we're getting somewhere.
Split the main event for me. This is the one that no one can seem to do. But can you split it for me? I can imagine what you're going to say, because I think you're quite good friends with Daniel, aren't you? So you're quite close to Daniel, so I can imagine you say he's going to win, but sort of split the fight and tell me how it goes.
That's the thing though, I'm not even just saying Dan wins because he's my teammate or whatever. I actually honestly believe he's better in every area than Joyce. But if Joyce can lands in him and he can't hold a shot, then obviously you knock him out. But I can't see him outboxing Dan. I can see a scrap late rounds. Joyce is going. I think he's getting knocked out. I'm not gonna lie. And I rate Joyce. I think Joyce is a good fighter, but I just think he's a little bit slower. I think Dan's better with his jab, better with his feet, better with his head, and Dan just has more to his game. He's younger and fresher, has more to his game than Joyce does. In my opinion, that's what I'm saying. But maybe I could be biased because I'm training with him and I see more. I haven't seen that much of Joyce. I don't know what he does in the gym. I ain't seen him sparring. I don't know what he gets up to in that. But from what I've seen with Dan, it makes me so confident that he actually may knock out Joyce. And if I put money on, that's what I put money on, a knockout for Daniel.
Just finally, what level do you think Daniel's actually at? Because obviously we've seen some massive heavyweight announcements with White, Povetkin, Joshua Pulev. We know Wilder Fury 3 is going to happen now. These are all guys that are sort of in their late 20s. I mean, Povetkin's 40, a couple of guys in their 30s up the top as well. Daniel's so young that, I mean, is it silly to say that he's world level, or is it silly not to say it just because of his age?
It depends, innit? If you're putting people like Povetkin and, well, listen, Povetkin's a great fighter, but I'm saying like because of his age and that he's going downhill, but fighters like Povetkin and Michael Hunter and whoever else is there, maybe Pulev and guys like that at world level. But Pulev is world level, he's fighting for world title. If that's world level, then Dan's there. But if world level are the champions,
Like
the elites, that's a different step, and that's maybe a little bit way off. Tyson Fury ain't losing anytime soon. Joshua seems like he's got his hunger back. You don't want to throw him in there with guys that are like, and even Dylan White, he's hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are strong men, like that ain't just gonna get bullied by a young boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you're talking about the elites, is a bit of a different step. But the one just below that kind of world level about the titles and that, he can mix it with them any day. But as far as like box for world title, like fighting guys like Fury and Joshua, or even maybe Dylan White, just because of like their mindset right now and how hungry they are, I think that there is maybe a bit of a step too far. Dan's only 22, don't need to rush anywhere. Like, he's got another couple more years before like his man strength fully kicks in and he becomes a grown man that's not going to let another kid bully him. You know what I'm saying? So for world level, like the level below, with the Povetkin's and the Michael Hunters and all them guys there, 100% mix with them all day.
Alright Denzel, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. I'm sure we'll catch up with you on Fight Week, and God willing all goes well on Fight Night too. Yeah, thank you very much.
Awesome, man. Thanks for having me.